let's have a look at where Bitcoin's at, where it could go in the future. So some of the things that I'm looking for. So before we start looking at what's happening now, let's look at what's happened in the past. So this area here is the previous bull run. Okay, so we went from 3,510-ish all the way up to 68,000. All right. And what we saw is when that bear market happened, we saw a move down from 68 all the way back down to 14k, 15k. Before, so we had a 75% retracement before we saw any kind of move up, which we're now seeing. So in that vein, I am looking for something similar. So if we go from this bottom here all the way to the top, I would be looking to buy anywhere from this golden pocket down to here, with an optimal zone based on what happened in the last cycle to buy probably around here would be my perfect entry area. So we're not quite there, and that shows that Bitcoin could come down to about 34, 35k, maybe 40. This is going to be a strong area of support. So on the monthly, we've consolidated here. There's volume here. We'll have a look at the volume profile in a second. We may find support. We might find some relief. Maybe price comes down, sweeps those highs. Maybe it comes back up. Maybe we just go higher, or maybe we reject from around here and we head down lower. I think that's definitely a scenario that would be on the table. I find that when prices moved up like this, in fact we'll probably see it. Let's have a look at the volume profile. So if we go from this low here all the way to this high here, what you're going to see is where the core volume is. And as I pointed out a second ago, we've got a good chunk of volume here, but actually not. If this breaks, we'll be going straight down to 45, and if that breaks, then straight down to 30. So those are my macro themes. That's what I think could be happening with Bitcoin, and what we're possibly likely to see over the coming weeks or months. This previous bear market lasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 18 months, 15 months. So we could definitely see that again here. So we're 5 months in. I would like to think not. I would personally think this will be quite a short, sharp decline. But from a monthly perspective, this is what I'm looking at. We can the weekly structure. Every week we're closing lower, or at least stretching down. And as I said, you could see price come down, sweep out these weekly lows, and then maybe we get some relief, or we come down and take out this low volume liquidity range and maybe find some support around here. I guess the alternative that happens is we again sweep out these lows and just come straight back up. One thing I will say is that there's been a lot of money made in stocks. Stocks have definitely acted in a kind of a kind of bull market, retail frenzy. People have made a lot of money on stocks, and crypto has done the opposite. The alt market hasn't moved at all. If anything, it's just gone down and down and down. We had a bit of a meme super cycle, if you will, a year or so ago. They've all died. They're all at zero. So I think from a risk to reward perspective, there's a lot more reward in crypto from an R&R perspective than there is in stocks. I think stocks or some stocks, especially software, are way overbought at the moment, and they're starting to see a correction. Investors are going to invest. They're going to want to find places where they will get a good return on investment, I think crypto will be attractive to them. And I think that's where this scenario plays out. They come in, perfect, brilliant, let's go. People just buy up. People just buy up the lows. I don't think crypto's dead at all. And if we do get price action down into this box, I'll certainly be looking to load the boat a bit more. That's really it. Not going to talk more than I need to. Hopefully that's been quite helpful. There's no scenario that I'm thinking where Bitcoin just drops and dies and it doesn't do anything. So we'll either get the opportunity to buy lower or we buy now and get a good run up. All right, cool. I'll do another one in a month. Hope it's been helpful. Leave me some comments and catch you guys soon. Bye.